going on, guys? I'm Josh.
I'm Samantha.
And we're the Collecting Couple. And today we're going to tell you how to display your Funko collection.
Let's get started.
As the next chapter in our Funko Collector's Guide, we figured we would talk about how to display your Funko Pop collection. So there are a handful of ways you can choose to do this. As you can see, we have decided to display ours in the box. And what we've done is we take them, so they're still in the box, every single one of our Pops, except for maybe a handful here or there, but most of them are in the box, like 99% in the box. And then what we do is we turn them to the side, and then we put them on our wall. And we have about 800 Funko Pops, and they're all displayed just like this. Some people do it a different way, though. How do they do it, babe?
Some people, they are still considered in-box collectors, but they display them this way. If you actually watch some of our first videos, we actually have our Pops turned this way because we didn't have as many. So the reason why we also turn them this, like, sideways, or I guess where the art is facing out, is because we have so many Pops and so little room.
Yes.
So this actually saves a lot of space versus that.
So if you are crammed for space, but you're also an in-box collector, we would recommend doing this way. Saves a lot of space. I mean, just think about it. It's this way instead of this way.
It
this
essentially
is a lot
cuts
longer.
it in half.
Yep, and so you can fit a lot more. If you choose to make shelves like we did, we spaced them just enough where you can have 2 stacked on top of each other, but you can stack 1 or 3 or 4 or however many you want to. The other major way to display a Funko Pop collection is considered out of the box. So if you have this Funko Pop here, this is Dark Side Ray from episode 9. She has been taken out of the box. See, here's her stuff right here, taken out. And some people, they either get rid of the boxes or hold on to them, or some people even sell them on Facebook. So if you are looking for replacement boxes, you in-box collectors, go on Facebook, you can find some cool stuff. But they'll take them out of the box and they'll just set them right on their shelf, just like that. And we used to do this until we had about 30 or 40 or so.
Yeah.
And then we just, I don't know, it got kind of hard to keep up with. And then if you're like really weird like me, you like want to dust them because they get all dusty. If you're like super weird like me. So we kept ours in the box, but there are a lot of people who choose to display their Pop collection just like this, out of the box. It looks really nice because Pops look really cool.
Yeah, it looks really good. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram who have just like a bookcase and they like display them out, but when you become a hoarder of Pops like us, it's really hard to display them out of box and to make sure, you know, like Leia's not knocking any of them over, and especially if you have kids, like
it's true.
Playing with the parts and pieces can also break the toy if you don't want them playing with them. So we decided to switch from out of box to back into the box, and now we've gone from into the box like that to into the box like this. So those are just like the main 2 different ways people collect. They collect in box or out of box. So if you ever on like a Facebook page or anything, you'll probably see those 2 different ways.
Something else for out-of-box collectors, if you go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby, they have baseball bat display cases.
Yeah.
And these are perfect for out-of-box collectors. I know a lot of people who do this personally. And what they do is they just hang them on the wall, open up the baseball case, and they can fit about 11 Funko Pops unboxed inside of them. And so a lot of people choose to theme those baseball displays to Star Wars or sports or whatever they want to put inside, and it's a nice way of displaying your out-of-box Funko Pops.
Like I mentioned earlier, so there are some things to consider when you are beginning a collection. I know for us it was kind of like we lived in dorms, so we could keep them out of the box, but now that we have our little dog named Leia Belle, she can be a havoc on small parts and pieces, so we decided to keep in-box. Another thing about in-box, it's really nice, it's organized, you know where the figure is, you don't have to look for it all over the place.
It's like a little library.
Yeah, exactly like a library.
You take your Funko Pop and then you look at it. I actually do this sometimes because I'm weird. I come in here and I'm like, whoa, look at that Pop, and then put it back, and then you just kind of weird by yourself. Something else to consider, like Samantha mentioned earlier, if you do have children, especially small children, you might not want to display out of the box unless you have your own separate room or area for your Pops that you can limit the children's access or pets access. So we have our own individual room in our house, we have an entire bedroom entirely for Funko Pops. So this room is dedicated to our Pops. So we can keep the dog out or in if we want. And so you want to make sure that you have that availability if you're going to keep your Pops out of box. Those are just some of the basics to thinking about how to display your Funko Pop collection. Let us know down in the comments, what do you think about how we display our collection? And if you want a follow-up video to this concerning 6-inch, 10-inch rides, movie moments, let us know as well.
That's going to do it for today's video, guys. We'll see you next time. And remember,
Never stop collecting.